A virus is the perfect narrative for tyranny, and the governments of the world are using COVID-19 as a tool for tyranny. In our nation, hysteria has been created and fear fomented so that people have been stampeded to give up their liberties and run into the arms of government.
Alabama and Missouri just joined 40 other states that are urging people to stay home. That covers nearly 95% of the U.S. population.
And as for the magistrates, we have seen nothing but blithe, unquestioning obedience to those who are above them. Until now, on Wednesday, April 1st, Franklin County Sheriff Scott Nichols wrote a letter of interposition and defiance to the governor of the state who had issued a stay-at-home order. He stated in his letter, "We will not be setting up a police state, period. The sheriff's office will not purposefully go out and stop vehicles because they are on the road or stop and ask why people are out and about. To do so puts our officers at risk. This is not Nazi Germany or Soviet Russia, where you are asked for your papers." He went on to state that he is, quote, "sworn to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the state," which of course take precedent over an executive order. Meanwhile, while most of the states have issued stay-at-home orders, there's a handful of states who are not drinking the COVID-19 Kool-Aid. One of them is South Dakota, where their governor, Kristi Noem, held a press conference and declared the following.
Our Constitution ensures the citizen's right is protected. I agree with the role of the government as set forth in our state and in our national Constitution. I took an oath to uphold these constitutions. My role in respect to public safety is something that I take very seriously. The people themselves are primarily responsible for their safety. They are the ones that are entrusted with expansive freedoms. They're free to exercise their rights to work, to worship, and to play, or to even stay home, or to conduct social distancing. Since the middle of February, I've been very clear that people need to take personal responsibility for their health and the well-being of their families.
But most governments and government officials see it very differently than Governor Noem. They are either protagonists who see this as an opportunity to further the power of the state and to further subjugate the people, or to sit in silence and offer nothing but blithe, unquestioning obedience to those above them. You must engage your state, county, and local magistrates and turn them back from this hysteria, this fear, this tyranny. If you continue to conform, you will be brought under the domain of merciless men who aim to rule you in an authoritarian statist fashion. First, you need to do some research about doctors and professionals who aren't getting national play and who are repudiating the narrative given by the experts and the government officials regarding COVID-19. You must present these doctors and professionals to your magistrates. For instance, Dr. Yoram Lass, who was the former chief of the health ministry in the whole state of Israel, stated this about COVID-19.
Do you feel like the government has dealt with this correctly there in Israel, doctor?
The answer is cost and benefit. More people will die as a result of the shutdown compared to the people who die from corona. And with all due respect, and I think that the drug is killing the patient. And these shutdowns, they produce a lot of harm and very little benefit.
Cardiologist Daniel O'Rourke, who hails from Tennessee, said this about COVID-19. An argument can be made that social distancing of the healthy, low-risk population is the last thing we want to do. If COVID-19 becomes cyclical, the more people with pre-existing immunity, the better, as past exposure will go a long way towards minimizing future disease spread within the community during future cyclical outbreaks. And Dr. Shiva Ayyadurai, who is a well-known scientist and has written an open letter to President Trump and is on a national campaign to expose the hysteria and misinformation about COVID-19, stated the following. I would argue those in power do not want us to ever see the elephant. They want us to see this blinded view of reality. And this is what happens historically when people in power want to use quote-unquote science to hide the larger piece, unquote. The media, the experts, and the government officials are taking COVID-19 and making a molehill into a mountain. They are using quote-unquote science to guise their tyranny. So first you need to do some research and learn that many doctors and professionals are repudiating the narrative that we're being fed. And then you need to take that evidence and show it to your magistrates, state, county, and local. You could begin by using the stuff we presented just here. You don't want to overwhelm them with information. We have more coming forth regarding this matter and other matters regarding the needed interposition of lesser magistrates in the days ahead. Subscribe to our channel, like our Facebook page, stay in touch with us. We can only do this together. May Christ be praised, and may the tyrants be defied.